So welcome to PB Tech, and in this video I'm going to show how you can actually scan Astra 2A2B 28 degrees on the east on your red line decoder. So all you have to do is to connect the cable from the satellite dish into the LNB import at the back of your red line decoder, and you can use the same steps if you are using a different FTA decoder, which the user interface is different from the red line decoder. Just follow the right steps and you add the TP. If you are not having a stable signal from the satellite dish, all you got to do is to follow the steps, add the TP, and you go to the satellite dish to turn it to face the east, where you're gonna turn it around, adjusting it just to get the signal for the Astra 2A2B on the 28 degrees, which the TP will be highlighted on your screen. That's 12525 vertical 30,000. So all you got to do is to pick up your remote after connecting the cable into the right port, that LNB port at the back of your red line decoder. So you pick up your remote, you press on the menu button on the remote. So from the menu here, use the arrow keys just to navigate through the menu, and then you look for installation. You press OK on the installation. So from the installation page, you have different options over here. We have the antenna setting, satellite list, transponder list, motor setting, DVB-T, and the DVB-C. So the DVB-T and the C are for the terrestrial or the digital channel setting or installation. So if you are to do settings for your digital antenna channels, you need to come to the T, the DVB-T, and the DVB-C. So for the satellite settings, which is the Astra 2A, 2B that we are going to scan to get a stable signal on it, and then get to know the number of channels that is available on that satellite. You come to the antenna setting and you press OK on it. So here we have different options in this menu: the LNB type, satellite list, LNB frequency, transponder. We have the power over here, and then the dissect options as well. So you come to the satellite, and then you need to select a satellite folder which you're going to use to scan for the Astra 2A2B on 28 degrees east. So if you are using a different decoder and the Astra 2A folder is not being installed or comes with a pre-installed satellite folder with the Astra 2A2B, you can select a different satellite folder and then you add the TP. The most important thing is adding the TP and then getting stable signal from the satellite. So you look through the satellite folders over here if you're gonna find the Astra 2A, 2B on the 28 degrees. So it's not available in it, so you have to select a different satellite folder. You can choose to select a satellite folder which is closer to it, or you can select a different satellite folder which have nothing to do with the Astra satellite. So we're going to select the Astra 3A over here, which is 23.5 degrees on the east. After selecting the satellite, the next thing is to focus on the transponder, but you need to check the LNB type. It's supposed to be a KU band, and we have the LNB frequency. If you are using a C band, this is not a C band. TP. So we come to the LNB frequency. It's supposed to be a universal figure. So you select through the options and then you place it on a universal figure. And we have the transponder. You need to select the right primary transponder for which you are having a stable signal, or you're gonna track to get it easier, which will allow you to get all of the channels that is available on Astra 2A2B on the multi-TV platform. So you look through the options, it's not likely to be in it since it's not the right satellite folder for it. So you have to add the transponder. So with the adding for the transponder from this page, there is no option to add, so you need to go back to the antenna settings page or the installation page by pressing on the exit button on the remote. From the installation page, you come to the third option, you press OK on it. This is the menu whereby you can add the transponder or the frequency and the symbol rate. So as you can see on top of the list, we have the selected satellite to be the Eutelsat 16A, which we have to change it to the satellite folder which we're going to use to scan, which is the Astra 3B on the 23 degrees 0.5 on the east. So if it happens to be that you want to use the Eurostar 16A to scan to, you can add it over here by pressing on the add button, and you proceed by adding. But we're going to use the Astra 3A, so we have to change the satellite over here, and with the change of satellite you need to press on the stop button for the satellite options to pop up, and then you place it on the right satellite folder which you're going to use to scan. So it's selected right here and you need to add. So with the adding, press on the red button on the remote to add. So on this page you have to add a primary TP which will be highlighted on your screen. That's 12525 30,000 30000. So 300, and you come to the polarity supposed to vertical. If it's horizontal or H, you change it to V, that's vertical, and you press OK on the saved option to save it. You place it on it, you press OK on it to highlight it like this, and on this page you can move on to search for the channels by pressing on the blue button on the remote. But on this page you are only limited with the manual scan option. The manual scan will not get you enough of the channels that is available on the platform. So always look for blind scan option or super blind, which will allow you to get more of the channels that is available on the platform. So you move from this page by pressing on the exit button, and you go back to the antenna settings page. So you come down to the antenna settings, you press OK on it, and you have to select the satellite folder which you have add the primary TP, which is the Astra 3A over here, and you have to check the other settings over here if everything is well to be the right settings for you to get your channels working or the signal working. So you come to the transponder option, you press OK on it, and then you place it on the saved transponder, which is the 12525 30,000 vertical. And as you can see down below, you have the signal quality showing to be 76%, indicating that there is a stable signal from the satellite dish. So after reaching this level and there is no signal quality showing over there, all you have to do is to go straight to the satellite dish, and then you turn it to face the east. You start panning around to get a stable signal of the multi-TV platform or the Astra 2A2B on the 28 degrees on the east. So the next thing that you have to do is to scan to get the channels that is available, and with the scanning, press on the blue button on the remote as the command says on the screen. So blue button on the remote, and we have the scan menu open up. You need to change the scan type from auto to blind, and the polarization you can leave it on both, since you're going to do blind sense. So it's going to run through the weather and then bring out all those channels that you are having a signal quality which is closer to the primary TP, which you have a stable signal on it. So the channel type, you can leave it on FTA only to eliminate those scrambled channels, or you can just leave it on all, and you press OK for the search to begin. So here all you have to do is to wait for it to complete scanning, and you will get access to the channels that will be available on the Astra 2A2B platform. So if you have watched this video up to this far and you are new to the channel, all you have to do is subscribe, hit the bell icon, and you keep coming back for more. If you are an old subscriber too, all you have to do is to like the video, share on other platform, and you keep coming back for more. Thanks for watching.
Walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I and for